Look, there's a rule in economics, the law of diminishing returns. For 20 or 30 years, America's GDP would grow even though the level of debt was also growing until 2007 and 2008, when that equation stopped. The debt keeps improving and keeps going up, but the GDP is stalled out. So American economy has reached the end game in terms of growth. So what's happening is that the elites are grabbing as much as they possibly can before the ultimate collapse. And it's like
building armored compounds all over the world publicly. While telling cops we're kooks if we try to get ready.
It's looting. It's the people living on Park Avenue, work on Wall Street. They are looting the system for everything they can because they know it's about to collapse. And they keep interest rates at 0% to enable them to loot more quicker. And everyone else is going to be left holding the bag.
And as you said, it's all conscious because they started setting up the police grids, the takeover grids when they got rid of Glass-Steagall. They have a plan. This is premeditated on purpose, as they say, a post-industrial society.
Well, the plan is not to reverse the problems. You say you could reverse this situation by raising interest rates and weeding out the speculators, as Paul Volcker did in the 70s and early 80s. That would cure the American economy of its speculator problem. But that's not going to happen because the speculators have their boy in place, Ben Bernanke, who's going to keep interest rates at 0%.
How far will they go? I mean, just when everything's completely wrecked and they don't even care, and they're behind armored compounds. I mean, really, they just want to wreck everything. I mean, what are they going to do with their trillions of stolen stuff if it won't buy anything and the country's on fire?
Well, they're what I call suicide bankers. They're no different than suicide bombers in Tel Aviv or somewhere else. They have an ideology that they believe in, the sanctity of making money at any cost. And they're willing to kill themselves and others to do it. And my story that I tell often about the broker who was in the building South Tower of 9/11, who stayed behind to trade options on airline puts instead of saving himself after the first tower went down. That's a typical suicide broker in America. That's the story of American finance right there. Stay behind trade options. That guy made $5 million, by the way. It's still in a bank account for Deutsche Bank, Alex Brown. I used to work at Alex Brown. It's never been collected. He made $5 million, but he died. And that's American finance in a nutshell.
But he didn't care. I mean, he wanted that cash even though he was going to die.
He's a suicide banker. He's going to make $5 million and kill himself just like a suicide bomber because he believes in the sanctity of making money. His life is not worth the same as making the money for his ideology of Wall Street, of psychopathy, of Wall Street, of making money and kill yourself and everyone around you. That's what we're dealing with.